Welcome, sports fans, to the Cardinal Report. This past weekend at the University of Chicago, the North Central College men's track and field team beat the field by 70 points to win the Chicagoland Outdoor Championships. After the meet, we had a chance to speak with Cardinal runners Jacob Austin and Alex Noblo and pole vaulter Jacob Winder.
The guys we have on the team, we work harder than any school in America, D1, 2, or 3, and we do it together as a team, and it's a lot of fun. And I think just what we do each day in practice really shows once we come to meets like this.
We're working hard right now. This is our training period, our recycling period, so we're just working hard to be able to go after our conference, whenever it comes,
It speaks volumes for the team. I guess we're really trying to put together, and when we have team meetings every Monday, and you can just kind of feel a really awesome vibe that everybody has. Everybody's connected. They're not only curious, but they're genuinely concerned on how everybody's doing. It elevates everybody's performance, I feel. So,
I know going to North Central that if I wanted to, maybe I could be running at some of those schools, but I chose North Central, and I think we do a great job, and it is fun competing against those teams, and coming out on top, is a great honor and stuff.
Head coach Al Carius is in his 43rd year coaching the team. North Central has recorded 4 NC2A Division III outdoor track and field titles during that time. Coach, as we said, you also had 1 indoor championship during that time as well. Does it feel like it's been 43 years since 1966 when you first walked on the campus?
No, it really doesn't. Sometimes I really do think about that question, and I don't know where the time goes by. You take 43 years and take them times 365 days, and that's a lot of days. But I do appreciate all of them, and I look forward to the ones that are ahead too.
And one of the things that some of your athletes, past or present, speak to is the fact that you're up, waking up early in the morning running with these guys. You're a 2-time Big Ten Conference champion in cross country, and you had 3 Big Ten two-mile titles as well.
It's a lifestyle that I like to adhere to, and I tell people I've never really gotten out of college. Since being at University of Illinois, I've been in the same pattern, and I just feel very, very comfortable in that pattern. And even though the athletes age, I don't, by staying in that environment.
As a sophomore, distance runner Kyle Brady finished 102nd overall at the D3 Cross Country National Championships. This past fall, the junior placed 41st at the same meet. Kyle, that's quite a jump from your sophomore to junior year. Just kind of speak to the progression of the cross-country program as a whole and your performance last year.
Well, I think, as a sophomore, we were all still really young. We had a really young group of guys, so we learned a lot that track season. We lost the conference championship in track for the first time in like 23 years, so that was kind of a big shock to us. And then we really got our heads on and really focused in on training that next summer, and I think it really showed off with how we did in the fall, and then carried that over to this track season. Now,
Coach, you're a head coach of both the teams, and it's like Kyle said, you guys lost the conference for the first time. You as basically a distance coach, was that kind of taking it upon yourself of, hey, we're going to score as many points as possible with this distance group?
Yes. I mean, if there's something that goes wrong or doesn't go as well as you'd planned, ultimately it is the head coach's responsibility to really figure things out and try to put the pieces back together. And I think a sense of complacency had kind of set into our program where we thought it was going to be easy and just going to be automatic, and we had to get back to the basics and the characteristics that really do lead you to be the success that you want to be.
Well, let's look at the indoor national championships that happened just about a month ago. But the team finished 7th overall, and we had 4 All-Americans, led by Jacob Winder, who had a national championship in the pole vault. But Coach, just talk about that 7th overall finish. Is that kind of where you guys wanted to be at the national championships for the indoor?
If all cylinders are working, we're capable of climbing the ladder even higher. But we did make significant improvement from the year before. And we feel we've got a lot of firepower coming in next year. All those points that scored this year will return next year, and so we think we can be a legitimate, really a top team at the nationals indoors next year, and really at the outdoor national championships as well.
Now, Kyle, you were one of those All-Americans. You and teammate Michael Spain, who's a sophomore, you guys finished 6th place and 8th place in the 5,000 meter run. Just kind of take us through that race.
Well, it was pretty fun. It was me, Mike, and then we also had another senior leader, John Lancaster, was in the race too. So it was a really great experience to have all three of us in the race. So we can really feed off each other and really helped us along. So I know ultimately we would all like to have been a little higher in the race, but it was a good finish and good momentum builder towards outdoors, which is our main focus for the year.
And you talk about a momentum builder, getting that All-American award. Does that kind of build confidence in yourself?
Oh, definitely. I think once you get to that level and when you perform at that level, it definitely helps you in the future. You've been there, you've been successful there, so it's definitely bodes well for the future, for the next few seasons and everything.
Coach, now at the Chicagoland Outdoor Championships this past weekend, you guys beat the field by 70 points, and these are Division I teams. These are teams from all over the Chicagoland area. Is there a time during last weekend that you kind of felt like the team could do great things at this meet?
I felt from the beginning of the year that this team has gained momentum, and I've told them my number one goal, for them is to really become a team. Not a word, but a feeling that really unifies them and helps to elevate every performance to a higher level. And I know that we've got the talent, and if we can do that, really feel like a team, really bring our energy together, have one team focus, one team mindset, we can be a very strong team. And we've shown this throughout the outdoor season so far. We've got very, very positive momentum going in the very right direction. So I'm excited.
Coach, once again, Michael Spain and Kyle Brady, you guys took 1-2 in the 10,000 meter run. Let's talk about the progression leading from the outdoor race now to finishing 1-2 at the Chicagolands.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was a good competitive environment. We had 6 of our guys in there, which was really great because we can kind of switch off leads, and I know that helps a lot rather than just having 1 or 2 people in there. We had 6 guys who were able to lead, so that really helped us throughout the race, and especially it was at the end of the meet, so we had all the encouragement from all the fans and everything. They were all around the track, so it was really good to have that kind of team environment in the 10K, even on the day like that. So
absolutely.
It was fun.
Now, Coach, in the pole vault, you guys got more points from Jacob Winder, and it was windy conditions for the pole vault.
Yeah, that's when we arrived at the meet. I probably talked about the weather too much and maybe even put a negative cast on the meet because of the weather. But I'll tell you what, all of our athletes in each event really showed tremendous competitiveness, and we're not distracted by anything external to them like the weather. We're not distracted by anything external to them like the Division I programs or the number of athletes that were in their heats, flights, or events, and they focused on what they had control over and really did a great job in each and every event. So one of the things that we recognized at the end of the meet was how competitive we were. Early in the season, under rather tough conditions, even in that 10,000 meters, we really approached it as though it was going to be a tempo run. And that tempo run becoming a full-fledged race, and they negative split it and ended up qualifying 3 athletes for the national championship. So what started out to be just a workout ended up being a great race.
Yeah. Now every meet has that one play that decides which direction the meet is headed. And here's this week's Cardinal Crusher. Coach, this is in the 800-meter run. And this is, I believe, a sophomore for you, Jacob Austin. Here at the end of the stretch, you can tell he just wants to give it his all. And he goes ahead and passes him and wins that race. Big momentum kind of changer for the team?
Yeah, and it's momentum for the team and great reinforcement and momentum for him. We tell our athletes that there's 4 parts of the race. Position, accelerate, get into the position, then find your cadence, the rhythm of the race. Then that sticky part of the race, the third part of the race, you must maintain, but you've always got to have the 4th gear. The 4th part of the race, you've got to be able to close it off. And Jake did that perfectly and ran a perfect race. So it was great for him, but also helped set the stage for the team also.
Kyle, just real quick, Alex Noblo, he won the 5,000. He's another extension of your distance group. How nice is it to see one of the teammates winning a race on his own?
That was great. I mean, Noble is really a mid-distance runner. He came to the 5K, get some over-distance run, and for him to run a time like that and win really shows that we can do great things as a team, and that's a great sign that we're really coming along and looking forward to a conference in a few weeks. So it's exciting.
Absolutely. Well, 3 more outdoor meets until the CCIW Outdoor Conference meet in Kenosha, Wisconsin. So good luck, gentlemen, and stay tuned for more with the women's track team after this short break.